Hello, woolly lovers. It's Joolsy here. I just thought I'd jump on to do a little bit of a show and tell. Um, so the Australian Yarn Show is coming up in Canberra, which is a fabulous event. Unfortunately, I'm not going this year, which I'm very sad about. But I have just jumped into my very messy knitting studio. I'll give you a sneak peek. Sorry, it's so disorganised. I've just had so many markets on at the moment. I often get asked about which wools I use in my projects, and I wanted to showcase some of the beautiful hand dyed yarns that I used from Australian makers. And some of these I bought last year at the yarn show, some of these I bought online. This is a wonderful maker that I think is based in WA called Rainbows and Sprinkles. So if you love beautiful rainbow and neon colours, lots of saturation, that knits up really well. One of my favourite yarn stores is Little Woolly, which is based down at, I think it's Hastings on the Mornington Peninsula, and I love their hand-dyed kid mohair. I use that quite often when I'm making little fairies and things, so that one's a really beautiful colour that I got from the yarn show last year. This, it was a real find, Ash and Eve. I love her stuff. This was one that I bought online, but I did buy this one, I think, from the yarn show last year. I'm hoping she's back this year so that you can see her. She does, again, beautiful colour saturation. I think this might be the macaroon collection that she had, which was a limited release, which, well, look at those colours there. And you could use that for either stitching or knitting. It's beautiful. One of my go-tos in Australia is Fibre Lily. I absolutely love her yarn. I fell in love with her stuff because she brought out a collection based on the flower fairies years ago, and I've been buying from her ever since, and this is one of the limited ones she brought out called the Wool Monty. So she sounds like she's got a sense of humour like me. And you know me, I love pinks and greens from all of this. And the last one is a local Canberra dyer, and I absolutely love her stuff. Look at this, it's got a metallic kind of thread through it. This is Obsession Yarns, Canberra based. And I bought this one at the Australian Yarn Show last year, and I've used a lot of her stuff when I'm making little fairies and little kind of whimsical creatures. So check her out on Instagram and online. As you can see, I like to make things like at the moment, it's so hot here in Canberra at the moment, but I've started getting into my hand warmer knitting frenzy because it's going to get cold. And you can see how beautiful the hand-dyed yarn knits up. I thought I'm just finishing the second one of that one, but I thought maybe in another video I'll show you how I knit up, because I knit them in the round like this on a sock circular needle, and then I use double pointed needles, which are hiding here somewhere. Such a mess in here. I use double pointed needles to knit up the thumb holes, and I am planning on doing, if you'd like, a little tip video soon to show you how I do that, so that if you ever want to do little bits of pick up and knit, I can show you how to give you some tips on how to do that. Just finished, this is like a show and tell, isn't it? I've just finished this beautiful tea cozy. I forgot to bring the teapot in, but I wanted to show you. This is a selection of hand dyed yarns that I've turned into beautiful roses on the top of this. And look at it with the combination of the greens. I just love that. So that's turned out really nice. But the final thing I want to show you, this is very exciting. I went away to Sydney for the weekend and went into one of my favourite stores, Morris & Sons, and I bought one of their new collection redesigned project needle cases. People who know me personally will know that I am renowned for sitting on needles or losing them. They roll under the couch. So I finally found what I think is the perfect needle organizer. I'll open it up to show you why I'm so in love with this. Get it around the right way. So yeah, it comes as a pouch, leather pouch, beautiful soft leather. And as you can see, it flips up. There's space for your darning needles. You can organize your circular needles. You can organize all your double pointed needles, and there's even a little zipper to put things like scissors and rulers and things like that, and then you can just pop it together and they all stay nice and secure. I've tried so many needle pouches, and my husband tells the funny story of the last one I had. It worked so badly that we were walking along the streets in Sydney and I could hear this kind of ding ding sound behind me, and I'm thinking, what is that? Is that an alarm? What's going on? And then we realized that all of my knitting needles were falling out the bottom of my new case, and so we had to go all the way back up the street like Hansel and Gretel and reclaim all my needles that I'd lost along the road. So yeah, if you want to have a sensible way of storing your needles, I can strongly suggest the Redesigned needle pouch. That's enough from me. Thanks so much for joining me again, and yeah, next video will be a knitting tips for how to knit up stitches. Thanks everyone.